strength, the power, and all of the feeling. We should believe in each other's dreams. Hey, peace and love, you all. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get to it this morning. Good morning, Grand Rising, Great Rising, Hotep, whatever you subscribe to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so that you can help me grow this channel and whatnot. I'm going to be looking at the overall market this morning. You know, last week was a week of kind of consolidated. The market overall kind of consolidated last week, and it really went nowhere from Monday because it was a 4-day week. So it kind of just consolidated all week long, and it ended the week nearly fully, well, with a fully engulfed candle, red candle. So looking at the futures market and what's going on with SPX right now, we see that it is pulled back some more. It continued from Friday, pulled back, but now it's retracing a bit. And I believe that the way the market will open, I believe it will retrace a little bit more around to the open. And then continue to pull back. Overall, we're bearish on the market. Nothing different than what's been said for the last few weeks. The market's kind of boring right now. It's all pretty much doing the same thing. We look at S&P futures, then we look at the NASDAQ. We see the same pattern, the same pullback. With a retrace right now that should carry us to the open. I think we should probably continue to surge a little bit, fill that gap up, and then start right back on this downward trend. We look at the same thing going on with the Dow as well. You see on Friday it gave us a big wick, which means is a very good sign for a reversal. And now today is in the pre-market is pulling back, just like the S&P, just like the NASDAQ and the Dow is doing the same thing. Now we look at Bitcoin. Doing the same thing. For the last week and a half, Bitcoin has been in this little box, in this little zone, if you will. Excuse me. And today, it has already broken out. So, looking at Bitcoin, I put a couple trend lines on here. Mind my charts. I know they may look like I'm a nuclear physicist or something, but check this out. We have a trend line here. I did this one trend line from the close of the candle, and it is broken through already. Now, will it break through this other trend line where it wicked off from that I also drew? Who knows? I believe it will. Not sure when, but I believe we're about to see a big shift in momentum, and Bitcoin and the rest of because if you look at this is nothing more than a consolidation zone. It consolidated there, it consolidated. This is probably 3 weeks of consolidation right here, consolidated right here, consolidate. So this area it likes to. There's a big fight going on, between the Bears and the Bulls. Uh, Somebody's going to lose. I think the Bulls are going to lose, and the confirmation is that it's broken through one trend line. I like to see it, two red candles before I really say that, okay, yes, it's confirmed that it's going. Well, it's kind of confirmed now that it's pulling in the opposite direction. So, but anyway, let me give you a couple tickers to. So this makes trading kind of boring, right? And by that I mean I'm not trying to, call everything in the market. Keep it simple, keep it tight. The trend is our friend. The market is pulling. It's on a downward trend. Let's go with that. But however, just because the market is, bearish right now, that does not mean that other things are not going to run. So if we look at the crude futures, we see that the crude futures, the oil futures is making a nice pivot and rebounding from last week. Looks pretty good today. It's breaking back on the other side of this trend line. I like that. So it looks like, we should really get a nice uptick for the next few coming weeks. Coming days, at least this week. So I'm overall bearish on the market, but I'm bullish on oil right now, and give you a ticker to pay attention to today, and that's Marathon Oil. Marathon has really been performing. We've been calling this for weeks now, both to the upside and the downside, but it had a double top here, and it broke through that and got back on the other side of this trend, this old trend line. So Friday it pulled back, and today's performing pretty well in pre-market. So I'm bullish on this, bouncing a nice pivot off of this, a nice pivot off of the trend line, and we should get an upsurge in this one as well. So calls on oil companies is what I'm looking at this week. And one that I'm expecting to follow the market is NVIDIA. Same thing with NVIDIA. It's in a nice buy zone right now. Friday, it gave us a big, huge candle, about a $16 move from the high to the low. And it's back at this trend line. I believe that it will continue. Usually when you get a big red candle like this, it's only a matter of time before you get a continuum. Today may be a little sideways, or maybe it will just break right through here. So I'm thinking that we're going to get a nice retrace for a good entry on this thing today. Didn't mean to do that. And once we break this candle here, which is 206.50, there isn't a lot of support for this stock. So keep this on your watch list. Once it breaks through here, we should see a downward move to at least to the 195 area right here, to this Fibonacci level that I have. So looking at calls looking at puts this week on NVIDIA and the overall market, with SPY, looking at puts as well. Everything, a lot of companies are looking bullish bearish, I'm sorry, right now. And, you know, these are just a few tickers to put on your watch list, pay attention to, and make some money. So anyway, let me see. I got some. Hey, Rochelle, what's up, bro? Brother Court, what's happening, bro? But yeah, the overall market, we've been saying this for weeks, that that has been pulling and pulling and yanking and pulling, and I don't see anything. Nothing tells me that will change. Um, and those of you all who are in the group who's watching this, um, let me know if you need any help as to how you're going to handle this bearish move that's going on in the market and protect your portfolios. That's very important. So reach out to me and we could chop it up and put a plan of action together for you. But that's all I got. Just sharing a few tickers today. Semiconductors look like they're going to follow the market. So those are your AMDs, your NVIDIAs. So I'll be, looking at those this week for puts. Entry is key. You got to realize that the market has to make a high for the week every week. So sometimes you'll get a pullback like on a day like today where it'll run and it look like, oh, the market is, it's not bearish, it's bullish, everything is running. Well, no, it's just going to set the high for the week. And then it'll continue, it'll get right back on trend and start pulling. Don't get caught up in those bull traps, Don't get caught up in bull traps. Very important. So anyway, reach out to me if you need any help, any assistance and whatnot. Appreciate you all. Hit the like button, please. Help me grow this YouTube channel. And I'll be coming back later on today with some more content, market related. We'll be looking at, we're going to be talking about 401ks today and how 401ks are for suckers. And that's not to, it's not to call you all suckers, but that's the way the system views people who only depend on them to take care of their destiny. They view you as suckers. So we're going to talk about that later on in the group. Peace and love. I'll chop it up with y'all later.